So I've been getting requests or messages on my thought on why Headies should be held in Yankee. So I'm gonna get into it directly. There are two things involved. If most of you can remember, sometimes last year I did a program on how we are gradually losing Afrobeat to the Western or to the Americans, and how Africans, most especially Nigerians, can never own something, and how they don't want we blacks to own anything whatsoever we own wants to be controlled by them. But before I get into that, let me open your eyes into the possibilities of what Ayo Animashaun, the CEO of Edis. The possibilities, or let me say my own conspiracy theory on what he might be trying to achieve. So, in as much as these people don't always want us to control or own anything, Mr. Ayo might have figured it out like, this one that they are taking all our artists to Yankee, giving them all these their Yankee deals and all of that, doing all sorts, and our artists hardly organize shows monthly, weekly, yearly, except when it comes to December in Nigeria anymore and all of that. And we also how the American music industry, how they destroy South African music industry. For those of you that doesn't know, this thing we are enjoying now used to be enjoyed by the South African music artists far back in 90s coming to 2000. Everything changed when when we started having them Rugged Man and likes of them. So what if this man figure it out, like if steps are not being taken, um someone somewhere in that United States of America, these big companies can start financing them and start organizing Afro beat, or celebrating Africa and Nigerian music awards if care or if caution didn't get put in place, because that's the simple reality. Because Empire, Sony Music, RCA, Universal can just look for one Nigerian, use one Nigerian to float it and say something something awards. And they are the one controlling all the artists. They will make it a compulsory thing for all the artists to attend the award night. And boom, Edis will be nowhere to be found. And if that's the case, then Ayonima Shaun already made a smart move. And yeah, so if anyone is going to talk about any award, that's got to be for the indigenous award platform that's for Nigeria, for Africa, then it's got to be Edis. But at the same time, if that's not the case, then maybe Ayo is looking for a favor. Maybe he wants to be seen as the first, which for me that's not a bad thing. But if this is business as usual, then that's messed up, because now the glamour that celebrates Nigerian artists in Africa and our culture is no more there. It is no more there, and it's the simple reality. It is simple reality. Everything from what I watched, everything doesn't look like a biggie anymore compared to when it's been held in Nigeria. And I don't know. For every year, this is supposed to be getting better. I feel if this is all about favor and not for the people, I think the only thing Ayo should focus his attention on is the poor picture that his platform always, projects in terms of tech, in terms of giving us a clearer picture, the studio, the everything that's got to do with broadcasting that makes it look like a new century channel and not be looking like LTV back in the 80s. And that's just a simple reality. Because let's call a spade a spade. If it is business as usual, then it's important for Mr. Ayo to remember the people that made the business possible. the viewers that made the business possible. Because the reality about it is this: Nigerian artists seeking validation, African artists seeking validation is one thing that is actually bugging my mind. I saw a tweet of Simi saying she got recognized by J. Cole, that her pen game is lit. And someone else said if it was Rocket Man 9 or MI that said this, you wouldn't have tweeted this. She now said maybe that's the height. Maybe she said that for clout, but I feel like that's the height because if not for these people, J. Cole won't even know that you exist. That's the simple reality. J. Cole won't even know that Simi exists. It is only in Nigeria or in Africa that pioneers get to suffer while the upcomings, the people that give platforms, ends up being the one to enjoy the hard work of the pioneers, and the pioneers get disrespected by most of all these people, and it's really sad. And what you need to understand is the same people you're kissing their ass, they don't treat their celebrities like that. They respect and they don't treat their legends or their pioneers like that. You never see Kendrick stoop low to the level of saying he wants to make a diss track for Snoop Dogg or this thing. Even the youngies that tried it, they had to face the wrath. I think it was it 21 Savage that tried to diss Nas, talking about how he doesn't fuck with Nas like that and all of that. He got it. He messed around and he find out himself. So it's looking stupid already. Because if it's business as usual, I'm gonna say it like it is. Then Afrobeat is not safe anymore. And I've always told you guys times without numbers, celebrities doesn't like you. Fowles is an artist, why can't he use his voice against taking Grammy to Yankee? But when it comes to politicians, he knows you people are in pains and you people are not well exposed and educated enough to know what is going on around you when it comes to politics. He's quick to make music to sound like your savior. Just like Burna Boy is quick to make music to sound like or look like your savior at the end of the day. These guys only care about their pockets. And reality is setting for you people, and most of you people still can't see. All I'm just gonna say is this: whatever Mr. Ayonima Shaun is trying to do with Headies Award, Afrobeat, I am wishing you good luck in as much as it is for the protection of Afrobeat. If it is not business as usual. But if it's business as usual, again, I wish you good luck. But always remember the people built that platform. The vote comes from the people and all of that. And I think this Grammy validation is something we need to work on. What happened to Cora Music Award? That award, what happened to it? That our artists need Grammy to be validating whatsoever they are doing. I feel if there is competition, like I said on my life, if there is competition, if there is topic of who is the best, I think there should be where everyone comes together and people decide like you are the best. And I think Grammy for African artists shouldn't be that field. I think it should be Cora. I think there should be some kind of an award that celebrates all Africa, and it should be done on African soil. I bet if we could be Champions League, Ballon d'Or, West Africa, it stays in Europe. They don't even do it in UK. Good morning.